Okay, good morning, fellow warriors. And this is Uncle Bob speaking to you again. And uh, I've had some requests on a couple of different classes, and we're going to do one of those today. This is going to be a several part series on managing and maintaining equipment. Uh, what equipment is best for the hero and the captains, and so on and so forth. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you to click on that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any exciting episodes coming your way. All right. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, you notice I already have my hero screen up, and I'm sure you remember how to get there. You just click on the hero icon right here, and that'll get us to the hero and the captains. Now, the thing that they wanted me to cover was what equipment would I use on the heroes and the captains and why. So, if you notice, I don't have any equipment on my hero right now, and I wanted to show you how to get this guy set up. So let's go ahead and click on one of the slots. And for me, if you'll remember, Ulrich gives me an extra 7.5 minutes to respond to an incoming attack. So in the interim, later on this afternoon, KVK is going to start, and that's why I have Ulrich up. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and set him up with a set of equipment that allows him to produce more silver, more food, speed up my research and construction, those kind of things. So right here is the helm slot. This particular piece of equipment is the impeccability hat. And if you notice, it gives me all the things I'm looking for right here. And I'm going to go ahead and choose him. Now, one other thing I want to mention is these are the gems. This is the gem. This gives me increased construction speed, and this one gives me increased research speed. Now, this is an artifact, or an enchantment, I should say, not an artifact. And you get these enchantments in finishing your dailies and those kind of things. You get these out of the rare crypts. This is the only place you can get them unless someone gives you one in a chest. But most generally, you get these in rare crypts. So I like this one. We're going to go ahead and install this with him. We just click on this arrow and it goes over to that slot. Next slot, this is your breastplate. And he has a jacket. I believe this is the one. Again, everything is there. And I can push him over to that slot. All right. Now for the boots or the greaves. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yep. And there's so many different pieces of equipment that some of them look so much alike that it gets me confused sometimes. So this here, again, has the same stuff. The onyx gives me an 18% boost in what it does, increases construction speed and so on and so forth. And, oh, I meant to get him. Okay. There we go. Emperor's Guild. All right. And his weapon, he enjoys this wide blade foil or saber, whichever one it is. We're going to go ahead and click on that as well. And then we have a couple of accessory slots. And I just happen to know that these are the ones I want. You can see here we get another 17% boost for that kind of stuff. And so we're going to add that. And I'm going to go ahead and add this one as well. Now, one thing I want to show you here is these numbers up here. You notice it's all on 1. Now, if I click on 2, it shows that I have to activate my premium pack. And let me show you that real quick. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, so this P right here, and if you're on a phone, it's going to be under menu, and it should have a P like this, but this stands for premium. Now, if I click on that, I have to, you notice here, it's active for 7 days, and you can only choose one title every 15 minutes. That's changed. Used to be you couldn't choose one except for every 15 hours, but now you can change it every 15 minutes. That's cool. Okay. And you have 4 options here. I'm sorry, 3. The archaeologist, great marshal, and great ruler. Now, you would think I would pick the great ruler because that goes along with everything I've been doing. But most generally, I'm in attack mode, and I go and hunt at different kingdoms and that kind of thing. So I would need great marshal. So I would probably activate the great marshal. I'm not going to do that because I don't normally use this. I don't want to spend $5 every 7 days. But if I did that, then these slots would be open, and I could put, this is the productivity equipment for the great leadership, and then I could put the type of gear that I would attack maybe citadels with, or monsters, or other persons. So I have 4 different sets here that I could set up equipment. But honestly, what I kind of like to do is to just put those back in inventory, and as I need them, I just pull them over. And it just takes me a minute to change all the equipment. So that is that. I want to show you real quick, remind you how I get this equipment. If we go down to Forge, and here's all of our standard equipment, and this is basically for guardsmen or whatever, and we'll go over this in detail a little bit later, but for right now, this is the standard general equipment for guardsmen, heroes, and captains. Right down here is what I've been working on, honored ruler. And if you'll notice here, we got these colored blocks with percentages up here. This means that this particular column has a 95% probability that this column, this percentage boost will be produced for this sword. And I've already got all of his equipment on, but you can see we have a 91% for the, if I wanted another hat, 91% if, and so on and so forth. Looks like I've got 91% on everything. There's 95%. Let's say I wanted to dress him up in fighting gear. Right here, if I wanted to give him the glorious hammer, I have an 87% chance of forging this 12% boost hammer. See how that works? Same thing here. Now, I want to show you one other thing. Let's say I want to raise this percentage, and I want to forge a legendary at the minimum. What I could do is I could come up here and I could click on this, and this will show me all of the different crypts. This is a general crypt. The rest of these are epics. where I'll find what I need to use for this. Now, if I click on the bottom one, it looks like a backpack. Click on that, and this shows you what I have right now for this particular item. So if I needed to boost this line, for example, all I need to do is go back here, find this, find the crypt that it's in, and I know that we have those, and so I'll go back. I don't know what that's called, but I know what it looks like now. I can go back here to my battlefield. Go over here to my watchtower, crypts and arenas, common. I'll get rid of rare, and there it is right there. Except, let's go with a smaller one for right now, because I'm pretty low. I'm pretty low on tar. So we're going to find a number 10. And all I got to do is just scroll down until I find it. If I can find it. Let's see here. Boy, that crypt is very popular. Wow. Here's one. So I'm going to click on that, and if you'll notice, there's what I need. And in here, it shows you the possibilities of what we might find as well. All these different items. So let's say I want to go ahead and grab that. So let's go ahead and explore that. I'm going to click on that right there. I'm going to come up here and speed that 12 minutes up. I can speed it up 5 times. Goes down to 22 seconds. Now here is a rare. I don't have any keys for that. We'll go over that a little bit later. Well, I've actually done one video on it already. Okay, here it comes. And once this attacks and looks at the crypt there, the crypt's gone. That means we've received it. Let's go on up here and see what we got. So there's what I'm looking for. I received 2 of them. And that's good. And everybody in the clan is going to get this elegant chest. So if I go back to Forge, Guardsman, this has gone up. I've got 4 here now where I didn't have 4, I only had 2. I can advance that and work on getting this back up here. So that's how that works. And now if it were me, sorry about that, it's my puppy. If it were me, I would normally keep Ulrich and this equipment because it really boosts. Now look at here, I've got construction speed now of 156% boost. Building resources, 139% boost. Research speed, 173%. And silver and food production is up 139%. That's outstanding because I need all that. So I think that's going to be enough for today. And tomorrow we'll start getting into the captains. And I hope this was helpful. I hope that you found something that's useful for you and that you really enjoy the game. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. And please don't forget to subscribe and click on that like button. Appreciate it. I can figure out how to get over there again.